In a world where the fabric of reality weaves through both science and spirituality, there's one phenomenon that continues to baffle us: quantum entanglement. Imagine this: two particles separated by vast distances can still influence each other instantly, as if they share an invisible thread. This mysterious connection is at the heart of quantum mechanics, a realm where nothing seems quite as it should. Now, step into another world, one that whispers to our souls and tugs on the edges of our consciousness. The human mind, with its vast landscapes of thoughts, emotions, and experiences, holds secrets that challenge everything we know about reality itself. Could there be a connection between these two realms? A thread that binds not just particles but perhaps also the very essence of our being? Let's explore this journey together, where science meets spirituality, and the boundaries of our understanding blur. In the heart of a bustling city, under the bright lights of a coffee shop, we meet Sarah. She sips her latte as she contemplates an intriguing question: how can something so small, like quantum particles, affect us in ways that seem almost mystical? As she looks out at the busy streets, she wonders if there's more to reality than meets the eye. Across town, in a quiet laboratory filled with beakers and screens, Dr. James is conducting experiments on entangled photons. He speaks passionately about how these particles can communicate instantaneously over any distance, defying classical physics constraints. As he manipulates one particle here, its counterpart reacts hundreds of miles away, like an unbreakable bond across space. This connection between the microcosm and macrocosm raises profound questions. Could our minds be entangled with the universe itself? Is there a universal consciousness that weaves through all existence, just like those quantum particles? In another part of the world, in a serene meditation center surrounded by lush greenery, meditators gather. They focus on their breath and observe their thoughts, seeking in the heart of a bustling city, where neon lights flicker against skyscrapers and the hum of technology never ceases. There lies an enigma that has intrigued scientists for decades. It's not just any mystery, it's one that links the arcane world of quantum physics with our very minds, a realm often associated more with mysticism than science. Imagine a vast tapestry where each thread represents a particle in the universe. Now, picture these threads suddenly snapping and intertwining across distances, defying all known laws of physics. This is what scientists call quantum entanglement. It's an eerie phenomenon that seems to transcend space and time, connecting particles no matter how far apart they are. But here's where things get even more fascinating. Some believe this quantum world might be linked directly with our own consciousness. The idea that the fabric of reality could interact with human thoughts sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi novel. Yet, as we delve deeper into both quantum physics and neuroscience, questions begin to emerge about how these two seemingly disparate fields intersect. Let's take a step back in time to 1935, when Albert Einstein, along with Boris Podolsky and Nathan Rosen, first proposed the concept that particles could be entangled. They called it spooky action at a distance. At the time, this was considered so strange that even Einstein himself had doubts about its validity. But as quantum mechanics progressed, experiments began to show that indeed, these particles do seem to communicate with each other in ways that challenge our understanding of causality and locality. Now consider the human brain, a complex network of billions of neurons firing away every second. Our thoughts, emotions, memories all emerge from this intricate dance. Could it be possible that what happens at a quantum level somehow influences how we perceive reality? Some scientists think so. They suggest that consciousness might not just observe the world but actively shape it. In 2015, physicist Paul Davies proposed an intriguing hypothesis: in the heart of our quest to understand the universe, we often find ourselves drawn into a mysterious realm where science meets spirituality. This is particularly true when delving into the enigmatic world of quantum entanglement, a phenomenon that challenges our understanding not only of physics but also of consciousness. Quantum entanglement, as described by physicist John Stuart Bell in 1964, refers to a state where particles become interconnected and can instantaneously affect each other regardless of distance. This means if you have two particles that are entangled, changing the state of one particle will instantly change the state of the other, no matter how far apart they might be. Albert Einstein famously referred to it as spooky action at a distance. This concept is not just fascinating, it's mind-bending. Imagine sending a message through space and time without any physical medium, no photons, no neutrinos, nothing but an invisible connection linking two particles across vast distances. This phenomenon has been observed countless times in laboratories around the world, yet its implications remain deeply puzzling. Now, let's consider how this quantum entanglement might relate to our minds. In a way that feels almost mystical, scientists and philosophers alike have pondered whether consciousness could be linked through similar principles of entanglement. If particles can interact instantaneously across distances, is it possible that thoughts or even emotions could do the same? This idea has sparked endless speculation about the nature of reality. Consider this: if you were to imagine two people thousands of miles apart having a telepathic conversation where their minds are somehow connected through entanglement, wouldn't that be akin to quantum entanglement in its purest form? Quantum physicist Amit Goswami suggests that consciousness is fundamental and not just an emergent property of matter. He proposes the idea of consciousness as ground, which means our subjective experience might play a crucial role at the most basic levels of existence. If we accept this, then it's natural to, as we delve into the heart of quantum entanglement and its mysterious connection to our minds, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe and wonder. The concept of quantum entanglement is one that defies both logic and intuition, yet it lies at the very core of how the universe operates on the most fundamental levels. Imagine you have two particles, let's call them Alice and Bob. These particles are created together in such a way that no matter where they go or what happens to each other, their states remain intertwined. If something changes with one particle, it will instantaneously affect its entangled partner, even if the distance between them is light years apart. This phenomenon was famously described by Albert Einstein as spooky action at a distance. Now consider this: our minds are complex and multifaceted entities that operate on levels both tangible and intangible. We experience thoughts, emotions, memories, vast landscapes of consciousness that we navigate every day. But what if there were deeper layers beneath the surface? Layers where quantum mechanics might play an unspoken role in shaping not just matter but also our very experiences? In recent years, scientists have begun to explore these questions more deeply. Experiments like those conducted by physicist Anton Zeilinger and his team at the University of Vienna continue to push the boundaries of what we understand about entanglement. Using sophisticated equipment capable of detecting even infinitesimal changes in particle states, they've demonstrated that information can travel faster than light between entangled pairs. These findings are not just fascinating, they hint at a profound truth: perhaps our minds operate on similar principles. Just as Alice and Bob's properties affect each other instantaneously regardless of distance, could it be that certain aspects of consciousness might also exhibit such non-local behavior? Let's take an example from the world of neuroscience to explore this idea further. Imagine two neurons in your brain, let's call them alpha and beta, that are part of a complex network processing information about a particular. As we delve into the realms of quantum entanglement in our minds, a profound connection begins to emerge. Quantum mechanics, once considered a mere curiosity in the scientific world, now reveals itself as a lens through which we can explore some of life's deepest mysteries. Quantum entanglement is not just an abstract concept, it challenges us to reconsider what reality truly means. Imagine two particles so closely linked that no matter how far apart they are, changes to one instantly affect the other. This phenomenon defies classical physics and seems almost magical, yet it is a fundamental aspect of our universe. Now consider your own mind. Consciousness, awareness, and free will, all these concepts have puzzled philosophers for centuries. Could there be any link between quantum entanglement and the way we think? Some scientists believe that our thoughts might not just passively exist within us but could actively influence physical reality itself. Let's take an everyday example to understand this better. Picture yourself in a quiet room, contemplating your next move in a game of chess. The choices you make are influenced by countless factors: past experiences, the current situation, and even intuition. Could it be that at some level, these decisions might also tap into quantum entanglement? That is an idea that sends shivers down one's spine. Quantum mechanics suggests that particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed or measured. This principle of superposition challenges our classical understanding of reality. But what if this applies to the way we perceive and interact with the world around us? Could it be possible that, at a fundamental level, our minds are constantly entangled with the quantum realm? The implications of such an idea are staggering. If our thoughts can influence physical events in ways not yet fully understood, then perhaps consciousness is more than just a byproduct of biological processes. It might have its own agency and power. This line of thinking also raises questions about free will. Are we truly autonomous beings making choices based on rational thought, or as we gaze into the vast expanse of space or ponder the intricate workings of our minds, it's easy to feel like a small speck in an incomprehensible universe. But what if that sense of insignificance is not just about size but also about the connections that bind us? Quantum entanglement, with its eerie link between particles no matter how far apart they are, mirrors something profound within our own consciousness. Imagine two stars on opposite sides of a galaxy. They dance together in harmony, even though their movements should be independent. Now imagine your thoughts and emotions resonating not just locally but connecting you to someone or something across the vastness of spacetime. The idea that what happens at one end can instantly affect the other challenges our conventional understanding of reality. In this world where particles become entangled, their states intertwine so deeply that if we measure one particle's state, it instantly determines the state of its partner, no matter how far away. This phenomenon defies classical physics and challenges us to reconsider what constitutes information or even communication. Quantum mechanics hints at a universe woven with invisible threads connecting everything. In this tapestry, every moment influences another, perhaps creating a web of consciousness that transcends the physical boundaries we've come to accept. This isn't just about particles, it's about us. Our minds are also entangled in ways that may seem impossible, but could be as real and significant as any quantum interaction. When you feel an emotion or have a thought, there is no clear division between your mind and what influences it. Your perception of reality is deeply intertwined with the environment around you. Consider the idea of interconnectedness, whether through love, empathy, or shared experiences. These connections can be so powerful that they seem to defy logic and physical laws. In this quantum-like state of awareness, our individual selves might not exist in isolation but as part of a larger whole. Quantum entanglement challenges us to rethink the nature of reality itself. The universe is vast, but curiosity connects us. Subscribe to continue the journey.